Hey everybody, welcome back. You know what time it is? It's delulu time.
You guys are never gonna believe this. This woman is Alexandra Wright, and this is her 13-year-old son, Alexander Nixon Knowles. Alexandra had an affair with Beyonce's dad, Matthew Knowles, and this baby was conceived out of that affair. She's now gone and done what feels like one of the most delusional interviews ever. She spoke to the son and details how Beyonce just bought the most expensive home in California while she lives 10 miles away in a trailer park with her son. She also claims that Matthew Knowles hasn't been paying child support, and the entire basis of this interview is her trying to say that her son, her affair baby, keeps asking her, why doesn't this person love me? Like, why doesn't Beyonce love me? Excuse me, ma'am, that is your responsibility to explain. Beyonce is not responsible for this situation. She also claims that at some point they were even homeless and they had to get housing assistance from charity. She then speaks about Beyonce's one song, Ring It Off, which she claims she knows is about the ending of Beyonce's parents' marriage. And then she says, it's not for me, but I know the timing. I was inside. When I listen to it, I have goosebumps and tears. It makes me cry for them because everyone is in pain and there's been so much sadness. Ma'am, you're the source of the sadness. She then says, Beyonce is a billionaire and she just bought the most expensive house in California, 10 miles from where we live. But no, there has been no contact. The pain still needs to heal. Then they had this bizarre comparison of Blue Ivy's life and the affair baby's life. The singer's daughter, Blue Ivy, joined her mom on stage during a performance at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London last month. The youngster has been indulged in ways most kids dream of. She was given a $50,000 Barbie doll for her first birthday and has use of an $800,000 playroom with a jumbo TV screen. Nixon, who is the affair baby, Nixon's most treasured possessions include a $259 Nintendo Switch game system. He enjoys cooking HelloFresh meals and playing basketball in the park, while his clothes are often bought from the US version of discount store TK Maxx. How are these Beyonce's problem? These are the consequences of your actions, man.
This is the kind of reaction that I would expect from someone who had the child of Beyonce's husband. But she didn't. She had a child with Beyonce's dad while he was in a marriage. That marriage then broke up. I'm sorry, I fail to understand how you are entitled to Beyonce's money now.
Why not?
She has money because she's Beyonce. You're not entitled to that money because you had an affair with her dad. She's acting like Beyonce's money is her dad's money. Why are you going after Beyonce? Go after her dad. Why are you making it about Queen Bey? That's not her responsibility. I agree, her dad should have paid child support. Beyonce shouldn't have to pay that child support. That's not her problem. Matthew Knowles needs to take accountability for his kids, not anyone else's job. That's what I'm saying. Why is it Beyonce's problem? Because she's rich? So the child doesn't ask if Solange loves him? Just the one with money, eh? Is Beyonce the father? Period! That's like, what does that even make her? It makes this kid and Beyonce half siblings, correct?
The best kind of correct.
When I tell you that mistresses have the audacity, no shortage of the audacity with this one, I'll tell you why Beyonce doesn't love this child. Because this child probably made her parents divorce. She wanted everyone to split the bill for her birthday dinner.
I'm only paying for what's on the check. I'm not splitting the bill, shawty. That's crazy. You expect us to split the bill?
You got lamb chop, you got steak, you got some other.
Look at all that. Look at what all they got. And they talking about splitting the bill.
What did you come out for?
We come together and split the bill.
My thing
No.
is, y'all doing too much.
Y'all doing way too much. We didn't order all that going on.
Let me clarify here because I feel like there's definitely exceptions to the rule. If you're going out for someone and it's his or her birthday dinner, it is, I think, customary to split the bill. However, not if the bill includes items like bottle service, expensive champagne, multiple cocktails. In that scenario, if someone comes out for your birthday and they have like one thing and one drink, it is certainly not fair to cover the cost of everybody's exorbitant expenses. Me personally, if I'm going out for a friend's birthday dinner and, you know, we all have like one thing, maybe we share a bunch of things, especially like, you know, with family style, lots of restaurants do like family style where everybody tries a little bit of something and everybody gets like a drink or two. Yeah, you do split it evenly, but not if everybody has their own meal and then there's some people who are ordering thousands of dollars worth of food and drinks and then they expect everybody else to cover the cost. Hell No! You delulu as
Think I'm rich, I'm not rich.
$511 per person if they split the bill evenly. That is way too much for somebody who ordered something regular like a burger or whatever, period. If it works out to be, you know, not that much more just so that you can cover the cost of the birthday girl or whatever, it makes sense to split the bill, but not if the birthday girl goes and buys Crevassier and Veuve and all that fun stuff. Y'all should have straightened that out beforehand. That's another thing. That's another comment that I keep seeing. Definitely talking about these things beforehand. Like when you're ordering stuff, you gotta say it. You gotta be like,
Okay, so like, are we splitting this? Whatever.
so that everybody knows, and then when the bill comes, everybody's fine with it. And that's all I'm gonna say about it.
I need you to stay with me, okay? I auditioned for a short film. Have I ever acted before? Not in my life. But out of 100 people, I was one of 8 people that got a call back, right? I made it to the interview round. This guy's interviewing me, the director. He says, "Can you ride a bike?" I have never ridden a bike in my entire life, and I actually refused to learn. I looked at him right in the eyes. I said, "David, I am the bike rider. You see those cyclists out there? That's me." Now, I might have hesitated a little bit because I don't like lying to people, so I was like, yeah, give me a chance to warm up. Like, maybe a little, you know, yeah. He's like, "Okay, because there's a scene where you gotta book it. Like, you really have to go fast. Can you do that?" And I was like, yeah, yeah. Apparently I'm a good enough actress but not a good enough liar, because he emailed me and he was like, "We thank you for your time, but you have not moved on to the next round." But the director had given me the name of the guy who was supposed to be my on-screen boyfriend, and while I was doing the audition rounds and stuff like that, I was Googling him to see what he was gonna look like, right? So I'm scrolling on Hinge, like I had just downloaded Hinge, and I see this guy's profile. I'm like, he's cute, but why does he look familiar to me even though I know I've never met him? He is the man who would be playing my on-screen boyfriend if I had known how to ride a bike. And one of his Hinge prompts says, "Why do all girls seem to think that they can read people's minds?" So I responded, I'm like, "But I literally can." He's like, "Oh yeah, so what am I thinking about?" Do you understand the opportunity I have to with this man right now? I don't think you understand. I have never been in this position before. I could easily just say,
Do it.
"You're thinking about your movie." This is a short film passion project. Nobody knows about it except for the people who are gonna be in it. And he doesn't know me because we never got to the point of the auditions where I get to meet him. So he doesn't know me, but I know him. And then if he says, "What movie?"
creepy.
I could describe in concerning detail the movie that he's going to be in that hasn't even been filmed yet. And when he says, "How do you know that?" The spirits, they told me.
universe!
It's been 2 minutes and I'm already drunk with power. I'm gonna go with this kid now.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that sounds hella entertaining. And for the record, if you ever get an audition and they ask you to do something like, "Can you drive? Can you ride a..." Well, driving's different because you actually need a license, but if you can't ride a bike, you say you can and you fucking learn.
Noted.
Fake it till you make it, babes. My boyfriend, when he sees a fire hydrant next to a perfectly good parking spot. Oh, that is smart. That is so smart.
It's also illegal.
I'm sorry, but that is incredible. That is the level of delulu. That is the level of delulu that I aspire to be. Hilarious. No, but like, why do I want to do that though? Like, why is that kind of ingenious?
Don't do it.
Fire hydrants, hate that shit. You know, that would work except for in the rare case that someone would actually need to access that fire hydrant. In which case you might be responsible for a house burning down. But it's rare, it's fine.
Look at the nice this grass is.
It's artificial.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
This one is not. This one is not artificial, Zane. No, this is real grass. That is not artificial. That is real grass.
Oh,
It's real grass.
it's okay.
Wow.
Yeah, no, that's
Ridiculous.
now that's like I was
Yeah.
in our yard.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, but is it artificial or is it real grass? I'm invested now.
I don't need sleep. I need answers.
I feel like artificial grass doesn't have those like yellow patches. Like it could be turf, but I don't think it's fake grass. Right? Is anybody a grass expert? Would anyone like to weigh in? Who's the delulu one? Maybe it's the husband because it would mean that he needs to get his yard cutting skills up to par. She's low-key kind of like rubbing it in his face a little bit. Like, why can't our lawn look like that? And he's like, "Oh, but that's fake. There's no way that I could make it look like that." Excuses, excuses. Now get out there and mow that lawn. I'll make you a sandwich.
Also, not gonna lie, I can just tell this is either gonna go really well for the both of us, or you are going to be the reason I turned to a animal. I mean that as in like an absolute super athlete, like 3 hours of sleep, 7 hours of training a day, like 3 months down the road, jacked to the absolute gods. You have gained 10 kilos. Absolute super athlete. So, we'll see how we go, I guess. We'll see how we go. Also, sorry if I smell like I'm huffing and puffing. It's actually freezing so bad. I got a gust of wind and it like stole my breath and I was like, fuck. But I probably should be wearing just a t-shirt and some shorts.
Is that your hinge date, babe? Why is he having a full-on conversation with himself? Why do they do that? If you send me a voice note that's longer than like 30 seconds, I'm not listening to that shit.
Amen.
Oh God, I got the ick so hard for you, babe. Like that is a major ick. So like, when are you seeing him? You gonna meet up? Please don't meet up with him. If you do, at least do it for content. No one, absolutely no one. Me takes the engagement ring and puts it on while he's still talking. That's not. You're like, oh, this is nice. Oh, okay, yes, babe, yes. She knew it was coming, you know? Just had to try it on to see if it fits. Inspect it up close. Gotta check that band, make sure that it's nice and tight. The settings gotta be nice too before you accept. She's just getting a closer look. She can't say yes until she knows for sure. Just kidding. My mom banned me from home after this. Oh, you mean that doesn't work? That's not gonna keep it from going bad? I love how you put it on the shelf where you can't fit the whole pot, but there's another shelf up top where you could have just moved a couple things and been able to fit the whole thing. My mom would disown me if I did that, for sure. She's very disappointed in me because I'm not a very good cook. She always said that I would never find a boyfriend if I don't cook. Joke's on you! If you don't cook as a woman, you just have to find a man who cooks. Mike is an incredible cook. POV, you've got Ibiza next week with the girlies and you've just logged into your online banking. Do you like how I said Ibiza correctly? Ibiza? I still didn't say it right, did I? Shit.
What have you got? 150, that's not bad.
It's not good, is it?
£137.
Oh
is that
no.
paid? How long till we get paid? Like 3 weeks?
13 days.
Oh, is it? Still, that's... Oh, £137. What am I doing?
I've been fun living life on the edge.
Well, listen, as someone, do I even want to share this knowledge? I'm a girl's girl. I'm here to help a girly out, okay? You may only have 136 pounds, but all you need is enough money to get you at a decent table, at a decent club, where you get to shake your butt in a bikini. And sooner or later, groups of guys are gonna start coming up to you, and then your trip will be paid for. I'm just saying. I'm not saying I'm proud of it, but I'm also saying in a place like Ibiza, that's kind of just like what happens. That's what we did once in Tulum. We bought like a day bed at like a really nice club. We were all pretty broke, but it was my friend's birthday, so we were just like, whatever, let's get a day bed. And the day bed ended up being next to some nice, rich dudes. And then we started hanging out with those nice, rich dudes, and then we honestly didn't pay for anything the rest of the trip, which was absolutely insane. Until one day we got pulled over by the police, and then we had to pay the police off so that we all wouldn't go to jail, but that's a story for another time. They didn't have any cash. We did. You know, what goes around comes around, right? I get anxiety just thinking about my partying days. My feral beach rat days. POV, he broke your heart, so you're now pretending you're flying first class to his dream vacation. The dish soap, eh? Yeah. Well, that's actually very convincing. That looks more like an airplane window than an airplane window. And the fact that it's also like laundry detergent, dishwasher detergent. I was right the first time. What are you gonna do to follow up? Are you just gonna do this? Or are we gonna fake the pics too? You know, like the vacation pics? If you're gonna do the bit, you gotta commit to the bit. How my dad opens his bottle. I heard a crash. I heard a breakage, some glass breaking, and your ego too. I heard that break. Might have heard a Kit Kat break too.